What's up, everyone? All right, another green day. Third green day of April, my 59th trading day of 2018. Finishing the morning up 2,600 bucks. Not the biggest green day ever, but not bad. Today's one of those days where the market is humbling me a little bit because I was up $5,600, which was awesome, and then I took a $3,000 loss. So my last trade of the day, $3,000 haircut, a little disappointing, but you know, I'm still green on the day. And that's kind of the thing. If I would feel better if I just made 2,600 and that was it. But when someone, you know, the market gives you 5,600 and then takes 3,000 of it back, you're like, hey, wait a second. You know, so that's kind of the thing. It's a good day, but it's also kind of a little annoying. And I also missed a really great opportunity on RXII with a entry at 350. It squeezed all the way up to, I don't know, it was like 450, 470. So bummer on that, but this is the luck of the draw. And as you guys know, Deadliest Catch, the season is about to start. I think it's a week away. And I love the show because, you know, when I see things like they have mechanical problems all the time. I think that's just the life of owning a boat. And, you know, a mechanical problem happens and it's like, oh man, now we can't fish. We can't do what we got to do to make money. We got to fix this problem. And this problem's going to cost $5,000. Plus we have the missed opportunity cost of not being able to work. And I kind of associate that a little bit with trading. When you have a screw up, you mess up your hotkeys and you lose 3,000-4,000, that's kind of an equipment failure. I mean, it's not actually literally equipment. It's just, I associate it as being similar. It's just a tech failure. You know, when you have, you know, the missed opportunity cost because your internet goes out, it's frustrating, but it's just part of the cost of doing business. And so if you think of day trading as this is your business, you're self-employed or you own this business and you're a day trader, that's what you do, then it kind of helps maybe create a little detachment between really personalizing the losses and feeling like, oh man, it's my fault, or, you know, getting really bent out of shape. It's like, no, I cannot run this business of day trading without having losses. It's literally impossible. So losses are going to happen. For me, last month I was right 75% of the time. So 25% of the time, one out of every 4 trades is going to be a loser. So I got to get good at handling the losses, compartmentalizing it or whatever. And so I encourage you guys to spend a little time thinking about that, just so you don't, you know, get bent out of shape and get all frustrated when you do have a loss, because it happens. It's just part of trading. So anyways, we'll break it all down in today's midday market recap. All right, everyone. So we're going to break down our trades from this morning. So finishing the morning here with $2,621.88. Seems good on the surface, but I was up $5,600 and gave back about $3,000 on my last trade on TENX, which is obviously a little disappointing. So the market keeps us humble because, you know, even having a $2,000 day feels a little bit like, it's not as good as it could have been because I got a little too aggressive. Now, I'll break down the trades on TENX. I'll also pull back up my Interactive Brokers account here. Interactive Brokers, disappointing today. 2 trades that I tried to take at, let's see, I had this trade here at 356. For whatever reason, it didn't go through. This was on RXII, and then tried to trade it again at 5, and then I was rejected for buying power, which was really disappointing because I would have loved to have had that $5,000 winner in this account. But, you know, it's the luck of the draw. So I'll go over that trade as well. Okay, so first trade of the day, TENX. This was on our watch list. If I get the gap scanner, it was gapping up pre-market, like, I don't know, 80%, something like that. And I was watching it for a scalp. Now, I recorded all of the trades. Those are going to be uploaded for Warrior Pro students. Some of the trades I will upload and put them on YouTube, but a lot of them I just save for our Warrior Pro students. So this one I did record, and I'll upload it for you guys. Pre-market high was 10.39. All right, so as soon as the bell rang, I was thinking, you know, this is certainly worth watching for a scalp over the highs of, you know, 10.40, whatever it is, 10.40. So the bell rings. And let's look at the first 1 minute candle. First 1 minute candle, you see it squeezing up. Now, the thing is, it opened at $10 and dipped to $9.71. And as soon as it started to pop back up, boom, I pressed the order for 5,000 shares at $10. I only filled 2,500, but I took it and sold half up 70 cents at 1070, 1,250 shares. I sold the rest, break even. I mean, that's in a matter of 22 seconds. I was up 800 bucks, but it was quick. It popped right up, and then it came right back down. So it didn't hold up very well. That was in the first candle. All right. And then I kept it on watch, and you see my next entry was at 10.27 and 10.48. I was anticipating a retest of high of day, which was right inside this candle. If I actually bring this down into a 10-second candle, I don't trade with 10-second candles, but I'll do this just for you guys so you're able to see kind of what I was thinking inside that minute. When these trades are that fast, it's helpful for you guys to kind of see what happens. So we pop up in the first 10 seconds. I take my profit and stop out. It then starts to curl right here, and this is where I got back in. It started to curl, so I jumped in here thinking if it broke over 1080, we would squeeze. I added at 1080 and started selling at 1094, 11, 1118, 1116. We hit a high of 1119, and with that I made $4,000, right around actually $3,200. So I was up $4,000 on the day with TENX, which I was pumped about. All right, next trade, I sold the rest there. I took a little scalp on BDR. This one hit our high day momentum scanner, so I jumped in it at $1.27. $1.24, and then added $1.33. It didn't hold up very well, as you can see here. It tapped a high of 52, but it didn't hold that level. It came all the way back down to 23, and I sort of sold it right in this area as it was kind of right around break even. So I got out at 31, 26, tried to sell a couple times on the ask, sold the rest at 27 and 25. So wasn't a very big winner. Next trade. TENX at $10. All right, so let's go back to TENX. So TENX at $10, that was the first 5-minute candle to make a new high right here. So we had the first 5-minute candle to make a new high. I was in at 10, only got a partial fill of 1,500 shares. It pops up to a high of, on that first candle, it popped up to like 1050, but I saw just a flash of this big seller, like a 25,000 share seller, and so I stopped out right in this area. It then gets up over that level and goes up to 11. So I was like, hindsight's 2020, you know, whatever. And then it's consolidating right here. Consolidating. We hit a high of 89, and I got in, let's see, it was right there for the break over $12. So I was in at, let's see, I added at 1148, 1149, and let's see, I guess there might be a couple trades here. So there would have been a little scalp in here, and then I had another trade on it where I got back in at 949. That was right here. Okay, so let's zoom forward a little bit. Okay, so a little scalp right here. That was profitable. And then I got back in right here. And this is where things went the wrong direction for me. So I got back in at 9:49 in the morning for a break over 12. I thought that we were, coming up here for the double tap. We would break over that level. So I'm in at 88, 80 and 88. Basically 7,500 shares with an average of 1185. And it didn't, I gave it a chance. It dropped down to 1135. I held. It came back up to a high of 1185. I was like, all right, let's go look for the break. It didn't break. And on this candle, I stopped out. It dropped down to 1130. So on that one, I stopped out mostly at 11.50 and 11.36 for a $3,000 loss. That was the right move because, it ended up dropping down here all the way to 10.50. And in fact, high of day is 11.92. So it wasn't able to get up over that level. It was a nice idea. It made sense, but it just couldn't hold. And I was probably being a little too aggressive on my share size, but I was also feeling pretty confident. I'd had like 5 trades on it, 5 winners. I was like, I'm going to go for the next one, and gave back a little bit more than half my profit on it. So at that point, I was like, all right, I got to ease up. And meanwhile, RXII is hitting the scanners. So we see RXII hitting the scans, and I'm like, okay, I can afford this one in my interactive brokers account, and it looks pretty decent. So I see it hitting the scans. I saw that it had news, and so I tried to jump in right here when we were at 50. I pressed the buy. So let's just look at the actual timestamp, just so everyone sees. So 9:47 and 6 seconds. 9:47 and 6 seconds. So this was right inside this candle. I pressed the buy button right around here. The order's sitting, it squeezes up to 79 and 75, and I'm not filled. I've got no fill, so I canceled my order. I don't think the order was actually rejected. I think that I canceled it. Can't remember if there's a way to see event log. I don't remember if there's a way to see what the message was now in hindsight. But in any case, yeah, I don't know. Trade log, it's not going to have anything, I don't think. So anyways, for whatever reason, the order didn't get filled, and then I canceled it. I canceled it myself. So then I'm like, all right, this thing is ridiculous. It's squeezing up. I put the order to buy 5,000 shares at $4, but of course, 5,000 shares times, I don't know what's going on here, whatever. So 5,000 shares times $4 is $20,000, and I only have 18,000 in the account. So on that one, it was rejected on insufficient buying power, which was that was my own fault. The first one though, I don't know. I'm not really sure why that order didn't go through. Event log, yeah, I don't know. It's not saying anything here. So error systems messages. Yeah, I don't know, but I think it's just bad luck. For whatever reason, I didn't get filled, but filling 5,300 shares right there, then going up to 4, then going up to 450, that's a $5,000 winner. So, so frustrating to miss that opportunity because you know how important that is in my IRA. That would have put me at $23,000 tomorrow, only $2,000 away from that big line in the sand with the PDT level. But it is what it is. So I felt FOMO on that. I felt frustrated because I was fumbling over on this account. Normally what I would do is I would take the trade in my IRA and then I would go take it in my main account. I take it in the IRA first because I want to have a better entry. So I normally would take it here and then I would go over here and jump in. And then I would have had a trade on both accounts. But I was fumbling over here trying to figure out what was going on. Missed it on this side, and then I felt like, at this point, my last attempt was at 4. I press the buy button, it rejects, and immediately it's at 415, and it's halting, and I'm like, well, I missed it. I'm not giving into FOMO. So give myself a pat on the back for not giving into FOMO and chasing something, and then, getting myself into trouble. Closing the day green. Green is good, and I'm happy with that. So that'll put me up about $28,000 or $27,000 on the month, which is awesome. This is only the 3rd day in. So let's put that in the calendar here. So it's the 59th trading day of 2018 for me. So day 59 plus $2,621.88. Very good. All right, so that's a great start to the month, and let's just try to continue it Thursday and Friday. Be green all week. That'd be really nice. All right, so that's the game plan, and I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of the afternoon, and we'll be back at it first thing tomorrow morning, pre-market analysis around 9:15, 9:30. All right, see you guys in the morning.
If you're still watching, you must have really enjoyed that video.
So why not subscribe and get email alerts anytime I upload new content? Remember, when you subscribe, you become a member of the Warrior Trading family.